This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, last class what we have done? Anyone remember what we have done in the last class?
So
We
we
are
were doing
completed.
measures and names.
Yeah, we completed with groups and we started with measures and names, right? This one is.
Yes, sir.
Open that file if you have saved. Just open that. It will take some time to open. So I think we have done first one concept about in the measures and names, measure names and measure values, right? Number of records, how to find out we have done, right? Global Superstore 2016. I think this is the file. So how many records we were seen in the last class in this? I think 51290, right? So totally 51291 is there. But if I leave off this part first order ID, the ship date, which is nothing but the first row. If I leave it off, this is nothing but considered as totally I will be having how many records? 51290. So in this place also, that's what I told in the last class. Okay. So for example, I clear of this and just let me drag and drop the market or category, whatever we wanted. And just I will drag and drop this orders count into labels. That is nothing but text. So it shows what is the details about means how many number of furnitures and office and technologies, that number of records. If not, I can take like markets also. Which shows like this, right? In Africa, Asia, Pacific, Europe, these are all the records which are there here. So now totally it is showing like for me, what is the total record? How much is the total record in the Excel sheet? 51291. And here, when I just drag and drop the number of orders, it is about it's showing that 51290. I drag and drop for market or whatever it is showing for each and everything for Africa on what is the count, what is the number of the records are showing that. And if I want to verify the totals, okay, if I want to enable, if you want to know what is the total of this, all that five records, five markets, so then I have to enable the grand total of this one. Okay, I should enable the grand total. How can I enable the grand total? Okay, just click on this analyze tab. Have all of yours, miss, all of you have opened the previous file which you have saved, or have you created this one, today's one, new
Ye-
one?
No, sir, we have saved. We are open, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So now just create this one layout and just click on this analyze tab. Once if you click on this analyze tab, go for totals. On the right side, can you see show column grand total?
Yes, sir.
Just select that one. So automatically the grand total will be generated. Okay. So this is nothing but how to find the number of records. Okay. When you're using the measure names, just this is nothing to how to find the total number of records we are having in the Excel sheet and how to get that report in the Tableau itself.
So it's not displaying grand total to me in spite of following your procedure.
It's not showing. Just click on the analyze tab. Can you see totals on the right side? Show column grand total. It is not there. It's not showing for you.
Now it got enabled, so got it.
All right. Enabled, right?
Yes, sir.
So and then next we are going to see measure names. So we are seeing now just now number of records, and that is nothing but next we are going to see measure names also, which can be called as textual format, which can be also called as what? Textual format. So what is that measure names or what is the textual format means? Whatever the number you have in your records or in your database, you can get summary of all the numbers in one location using the measure names. Understanding? Whatever the numbers you have in your records or database, you can get the summary of all that numbers at one location. You can get it at every records to at one location just by using the measure names options. Okay. So for example, I'll take one more sheet and I'll just show you that. For example, we are doing that, nothing but called as what? Measure name. Yes, I'll take now. So the left side, see on the dimensions. Okay, just I'll take this measure name and just drag and drop it into the rows. So it is showing me that measure names, no measure values are there. No measure values are available. If I take that measure names, yeah, see, no measure values are there. There is no values or there is no records. Okay, but next what I will do, then just you drag and drop that measure value from that measures in this place. Just take this measure values and just drag and drop it into text portion here. So now can you see automatically the entire record of your database has been generated. Whatever the numbers you have in that entire database, it has been generated. Okay, that is nothing but the count of orders I'm having 51290, and this is the amount of discount. So discount is nothing but total discount I have distributed. I'm having different discount. This discount is nothing but the sum of discount. So totally what is the discount I have given? This is the sum of discount for entire database. Total discount, and this is the total profit quantity. And whatever the 6 field which are generated here, or this one here, the measure values, you can just see it here. All the 6 values will be there here. One is count of orders, measure values, shipping cost, sales quantity, profit, and discount. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So leaving that measure values, once I drag and drop the measure values, leaving this latitude and longitude, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All the 6 fields which are belongs to what? Measures, automatically it has been generated. Like count of orders, sum of discount, sum of profit, sum of quantity, sum of sales, and sum of shipping cost. So this latitude and longitude, so this separately we will see in the max mapping concept in the maps. Okay, this is separate for maps globe on this one. But now you can see once if I take that measure values and based on measure names, okay, so textually this is a textual format. Textually I'm getting the entire record or whatever the numbers there in your entire database, and even to in one location. You're getting what is this? This is nothing but how to create a textual format using the measure names. Just let me know if anyone have problem in this. How to generate records based on the measure names on textual format. Anyone not getting? Done? No responses?
Yes, sir.
Done. Done, sir.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes, sir.
good. So now the same thing. Next, we have done measure names based on the textual format. Now the same measure names based on measure names, we will see the graphical format, how to do graphical format based on the measure names and measure values. Based on this is a textual format based on the measure names and measure values. The same thing, just how to create graphical or visual format based on the measure names and measure values based on the dimension and measures. Okay, so just very simple. See, I'll just take one more sheet. So we are doing like measure names and So in this place, just what you have to do is just do a double click on measure values. From the left side, just do one double click on measure values. See what you are getting. What you are getting, just do double click on measure values.
Graph, sir.
So we can see a graphical
You can see
representation.
graphs.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
yeah, yeah.
Yes, sir.
So just I'm doing a measure values. This is a graph, what you are getting. So just I'll expand it. Oh, like this. Yes, I can see the count of orders and discount I given, profit, okay, and quantity, sales, and shipping cost. Now, actually, it is little difficult for me to identify what exactly this all says. What is the value it says? So now what I will do, just I will put this measure values just into the labels. From the left side, you have that measure values, right? Okay. Just I want to know the counting of that. So or else it will smart little difficult. What is that actually says? What is the discount? I will think this there is no discount is given like that. Okay, just what I will do, I will take that measure values and just I'll try to put it into the labels. This one, this textual format. See now the count of orders, this discount, profit, and quantity, sales, and shipping costs, which has been labeled in the top here. So which will be easy for me to identify what exactly the values are, what it says. What is the discount it says. Okay. So whenever you want this textual, that's the records. So if you drag and drop that into labels, it gives the what is that label. Means what is the value or text or name, whatever it is. It just shows that. Is that clear? Okay. So then next, let's see a concept called as same thing, but it's a little different. This is slightly different, which is nothing but calls us. We are seeing a concept of measure names and value usages. How we are using that values. So where we use this one, this is nothing but like a chart place. Okay, where the chart are failed to combine, where the charts are failed to combine, that time we used to use this particular name and value usage concept. Okay, so what is this actually called as? Where you're trying to use measure names. Clear, right? So where the charts are failed to combine, that time just you can use the measure names and value usage to create the records. So I'll just show you that, see how slightly it is different. As I told you, first I'll create like one first, just let's create one chart with measures based on that measures. So now how I will do, I'll take here from the left side, order date into columns. Just I'll take what? Order dates into columns. And then from the left side, just I will take the sum of sales, profit, and shipping cost. These three. Sum of sales and sum of profit and shipping cost. So now just take sum of sales. Sum of profit, sum of sales, and I'll take shipping cost. It will be better for me. So now can you see automatically three different charts generated?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So this is a concept of called creating a chart just without measures. I will not use the measures. I cannot use the measures. So it's a concept of creating a chart just without measures. Okay. I'll just show you that. Measures without chart. Okay. So which is separately created, like profit, and this is sales, and this is shipping cost. So what if I want to see all the chart to be combined. I want all the three chart to be combined in one screen, so that which will be easy for me to identify or to explain anything else instead of different. When I combine all three, really it will be very easy for me, right? How it is getting differentiated. So if I see separately, I will not come to know how from one to another it is getting differentiated based on sales or profit, however, wherever it is getting differentiated. So now, see, in this particular place or in this particular options, just I can use something called as charts with measure names. And before doing the charts with measure names, there is a one more option when I have two fields. Okay, these things can be called as fields or fields. Okay, just I'll tell you what if I have two fields. So how can I do that? I'll tell you. The same thing, just you create it like whatever you created the same, right? The same thing you create it here also. Take it here. Drag and drop it. And then from here, profit, sales, and shipping cost. So now in this place, see the second field, the sum of sales is there, right? Just click on this arrow mark. Okay, you'll get a pan here. So you can see an option called as dual axis here. Just check it
Yes,
out
sir.
whether you're getting that option. Yeah. So that even the same time, when you just click on the first pill, the first pill or field, if you just click on this one, and you can't able to see that particular option, which is called as dual axis. Okay. So now you see on the second one, just click on this and just click on dual axis. So can you see now where the profit and sales which are combined together, and you can see there is a differentiation in the pills or the field. Here there is a small shape changes, is there, right? In this portion the curve has been removed and like it has been attached. You can see that one in this location here. This type of curve is not there which was before. So
Yes,
it
sir.
option is that it has been done dual axis which both are combined. Okay, And on the right side also you can see on the legend, okay, which the blue color says profit, and this one which says the profit, and that orange color which one says that it is the sales. Okay, so and you have two things, just we can use this dual axis options. Okay, just it will show that comparison between two things. But still my whatever that I told, I have not completed that. So what I told is, what if I want to combine all three charts together? Actually, that is my question, right? So now let's see how to do that one. So just I'll give a name for this sheet even too. So now how I will give?
Sir?
Tell me, ma.
Sir, can you do it again?
Yeah, sure. Just a minute. Just I'll clear this. I'll clear this. What is an empty name is not allowed. Okay. Okay, just I'll clear this right now because as having name, it's getting that error. So now just see here. I'll take this order date. Okay, and this I'll take the sum of profit and then the sum of sales and the shipping cost. Sum of shipping cost. It will be there like sales, shipping cost. When I drag and drag, automatically will be aggregated. I'll tell you what is that aggregating and all. Okay, just sum of profit, sales, and shipping cost. So now I am having three fields, okay, which are separated and showing here. So when I do that arrow mark on this first one, okay, I will be not having any options called as dual axis. Okay, just go for the second one and you see here, and the sum of sales is there for me in the second position. The second field is sum of sales. For you, whatever you have, just click on the second one and just click on this arrow mark. You check it out. The last third, you will be having a call option called as what? Dual axis. Okay, just if you select the dual axis, first two will be combined here. So which is nothing but the profit and sales. So if you have any confusion, that is nothing but which is called as profit and sales. So that legend will guide you that which is sales and which is profit on the right side. The blue color one is nothing but profit, and that orange color one is nothing but called as what? Sales. And one more thing, how I can get confirmation that dual axis, and you can just see the field which are just merged. It looks like it has been merged. The curve which is not there here. The shape has been changed, right? So this is nothing but called as option called as dual axis. Okay, and if the third one, if you see, you will be not getting that access, dual access options. If I think that again, I'll do it dual access with this one and this two means it is not possible. Dual access, only that two things can be done, but already it has done to dual access here, so it cannot be done here. Is that clear, Ma, right now? You're getting that one?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
good.
So why can't the third one be attached? Like if it would have given us the access to do that, it would have easy for us to do our job.
Yeah, but the option is nothing but called as dual access here. Dual is nothing but two, right? Only two. Okay, that plays only, that is what we are actually doing. What if I have many things to combine, that three to four, if I want to combine. So when I have one, it's not a problem. When I have two, I have an option called as dual access. What if I have more than two? That is what we are going to do right now.
Okay, sir.
Clear? 1 second. That's what
Sir, name of the sir.
So yeah, so now that just I'll rename the sheet as dual access. What happened? I deleted instead of renaming. Yeah. So this is what dual access. So again, let me take a final one. Actually, what I was telling. Okay. So measure names and measure values. Okay. So as I tell you, when I combine to fail multiple charts. Okay, like 2, 3, like when I combine to fail, that time you can use this one. One is for two dual access, one is individual if you want, and this for multiple. That is nothing but charts with measure names when I want to combine multiple. Okay. So here let's take the same thing like how I will take um, order date into columns, and instead of taking here, just what I will do, I'll take like measure values from this place. So now you will come to know what is the use of this measure values. Okay, so once you take the measure values, automatically you're getting a report like this, a chart like this.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So now once if you get like this, then what I have to do, so just I wanted to filter it out. For example, what I wanted here. So actually what in the previous things and all I have done in this place, based on what I'm taking from measure spot, what are the three fields I took here? What are the three fields I took?
Profit, sales,
Profit.
and shares.
So but here what happens when I take measure values, I'm getting all that six right. Okay, so now I want to filter that one. So now what I will, how can anyone just tell me by seeing this place, how can I filter the measure values or measure filter? So now I want to filter means I wanted only profit, sales, and shipping cost. How can I filter that one now?
So from the measure values, we can remove them.
But it will be like coming like see. So you only see it is a value actually. How I will filter based on a value.
So the one in green box, so you will get an arrow there. So when we click
Okay.
on that, we get the remove option.
Okay. Here you're saying like remove options.
Yes, sir.
Okay, but instead of that, previously what you told first one, think about that, which is easy, this one or that one. Sorry, this one measure values. So when I drag and drop it here, we just what and all you wanted here. Just I'll select none and then just select profit, sales, and shipping costs. Whatever you told, the first one will be the better option, which I can just drag and drop it into the filters. Clear?
Sir, can you show that again?
Yeah, I'll just tell you, see what you told the same thing only. Okay, what you told, just I will filter it, sir. You told. Okay. So once you told you remove it by individually, instead of removing like that, I'm getting four fields. What you do, you just take this measure values and drop it into filters. Now you filter what I wanted. I have totally six measures values, which will be filtered based on the measure names. The names only will be filtered here. Okay, based on the names only we have to filter. That is something but here values. If you drag and drop, automatically it will be taken as names. Based on that 5 names, okay, what I wanted, I'm doing based on profit, sales, and shipping cost. Selected a profit, sales, and shipping cost. Just drag and drop the measure values into filters and select these 3 filters, sales, and shipping cost. Out of 3 selected out of 6 values, just give apply and OK. Now you can see in the left side, sum of profit, sum of sales, sum of shipping cost has been mentioned and all together in one place now. And I want to combine in a different manner and I want to make it some different visual effect. So now what I will do, just I will take this measure names and I just drag and drop it into that this place. You're getting now?
Yes.
Yeah, just I'll just increase the size of this so that clearly. So just you can increase it or else what you can do in this place where I'm having standard, right? Just click on this entire view. I can fit it like this. On the right side, profit is for blue and sales for this one on shipping cost. So which is easy for me to identify, right? Which is for me easy to identify where all 3 are in one chart. And with the help of the legend, I can easily identify that. Okay, clear that? And even if you want a name for this one, so I don't know what is this one, even if you want to know, for example, what happens in this place and all, something equally it is there. So that time what you can do, even you can take this measure names from this place and drag and drop it into labels. So it shows which is the sales and which is the profit and which is the shipping cost. Please check and tell me whether you're getting or not.
Yes, sir.
Understood, right? Yeah. So next what we will do, I shall rename this sheet, rename like so clear, right? So let's check it out. Whatever we have done measures without the chart, dual axis, and just measures with the chart with measure names. So this is the differentiations what we are getting.
Sir, can you show measures without
Hmm.
chart once, sir?
This is the same thing without chart, right? So that means you're telling this one. So that's I'll tell you. See here. Just take the order date here. Okay. And I'm not using the measure names. So see carefully here. This is a measure names. I'm not using the measure names. What if I'm not using the measure names? You see. So in this place and all, I'm using the measure names. Okay, using the measure names, I'm creating this one. So what if I'm not using the measure names?
Yes.
And if I want to see that outfit or end view of the sum of profit and sum of sales and sum of shipping cost. So without using the measure names, if I want to get a finalized chart, okay, I'll be getting like this only. But if I use the measure names, okay, the use of the using measure names will be giving this finalized step like this. So this is the difference between why I should use that measure names. So that we can say that what is the use of that measure
Okay.
names in the charting.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. Let's delete off this one. Just I'll save this one. Okay, just click on file, close. What about yesterday? All of you have sent around 13 to 15 people have sent assignment. Yesterday itself you have sent, right? Again you have practiced or not? Just whatever we have done in the class time, you have sent. I told you to send, you have sent. But again you have practiced or not? I think you are not open at all, right? No, huh? I think not getting
So we
some. You're not
practiced.
practice. Very good. Okay. So now just save that and close it. Just click on file and close it. Don't go to entire tableau. So it will take some time. Okay, just click on the file and close the currently document. And again, you link with your Global Superstore 2016 and open the order sheet. Okay, now take 5 minutes break. Okay, so after the 5 minutes break, we will continue with the another concept. It will be called as discrete and continuous, or it can be called as dimensions and names also. Okay, so deeply we will see what is that actually aggregated. I will be telling like it is getting aggregated, it is getting continuous, and that word will be using that many distinguished to aggregated, continuous like that, right? So I'll tell you what is that actually discrete and continuous differentiations and all. I'll tell you that actually what it is in the deep. Okay, just close that, save it, and open a new one. Take orders and go for the sheet view. Okay, keep like that and just 5 minutes break. At 5:20, we start off doing on working on that. Okay,
What is it called, sir?
what ma?
You told us the new thing which we are working on, that one's name.
Yeah, so it will be called as discrete versus continue, or it can be called as like aggregated or distinguished. What is the difference like aggregated and distinguished? I think you will be remember that what we had actually started about in the last class also. I was talking about that discrete and dimensions, measure names. We have spoken about in the last class, right? What is the left side for the auto generated fields, which are called as textuals and numerical values. I think we have gone through that once again already, right? Remember that?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you have done that. I think last class only. Remember. So once if you just import the data, what that happens like automatically file the results. The same thing. Okay. But what is that blues and what is this green, and as I was telling that dimensions and measures, and it can be also called as like discrete or continuous like that and all. Okay. Okay. So now see, let's see first discrete versus continuous. Okay. So now see in discrete and versus continuous. So what is that discrete is nothing but, and what is that continuous is nothing but. Just we'll see here. So dimensions are nothing but called as discrete. Okay. So what are the dimensions? Which are the dimensions here on the left side? Which are called as dimensions at the left side, ma.
The blue ones are called dimensions.
Yeah, very good. The blue ones are nothing but called as what? The dimensions. And what is the green one also called as? For example, I'll take that blue one or called as what? Discrete, or it was called as dimensions. Okay, just a minute, just a minute. Oh, okay, wait. So now, just I'll tell you here. What is that blue? So that will be just whatever you are taking from this tableau, which will be called as distinguished. So we can say that is nothing but distinguished means how I'll say here. See, if I take something like from the blue, for example, I take order date, and if I drag and drop it into columns. Okay, so what automatically it is doing, if I drag and drop something from the what I say dimensions or discrete part, and if I drag and drop it into columns, what is actually happening here? So you can see something called as blue, and if I expand this like this, okay, and basically by default only I'm getting like this, which is getting plus saying, okay, so this will be, that is nothing but called as, which will be by automatically same thing will be compressed or distinguished. We use that word called as distinguished, which automatically compress that like this one. Clear, right? And the same thing, what if I take anything from the measures? Okay, what if I take anything from measures, and what if I drop to somewhere, and what it happens? Okay, so let's, for example, if I just I'll remove this one. See, just remove this one. We don't want this one. Just I'll take a category from here. You think? Just if I take category from here, so slightly will get differ here, and just drag and drop into columns. So it is coming in the blue. And if I take something from that rows, from sum of sales. So so can you see just here what I'm having sales? I'm not having anything else. Just I'm having sales. If I take drag and drop here in the sales, so automatically I'm getting a small bracket in sales, and separately left side I'm getting sum. Okay, so which is called as measures. Automatically it is getting aggregated functions. It's nothing but called as, it is getting aggregated, which is called as continuous, which is coming the green, which is called as what? aggregated functions, or it can be called as continuous. Okay, so for example here, dimension is discrete, which is blue, and measure aggregate functions. Okay, so which are also can be called as what? It's in the green color. Yeah, like this. Okay, so we can say continuous also. Okay, so aggregating functions. So what is that aggregating functions? Here left side, I'm not having separate like sales, profit, quantity, like that, anything else. But once if I take sales or quantity, whatever, and if I drag and drop it, automatically it's getting aggregated like sum or average, it will be get aggregated. So that is nothing but called as aggregations or continuous. Is that clear? What is that blue and what is that dimensions and measures, and what is that green and what is that blue differences, like what we say like aggregated
Discrete
means
and
what is,
continuous.
yeah, what is that understand, like what is the difference between what both? So now, so same thing, let's see as a practical here how to use that in the different formats. So how I'll do this discrete or continuous or dimensions measures, okay, based on this using this aggregating things or distinguishing based on that, how to work practically on that different charts we will see it here. Okay, so now when I take and I'm working on the chart, how I will use this dimensions and continuous. Okay, for example, let's see, for one example, I'm taking here from the left side. Let's say sum of sales, and I drag and drop it into columns you think. Okay, so it is the green. And next from the left side, and let's just take this subcategory and let me drag and drop into rows. So just can you see bar chart? Okay, I'm getting a horizontal bar chart is getting created. So just I will make it as descending order. So can you see here? A bar chart is getting created here.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So now what I'm going to just showing you the differences in this place. Okay, what is that difference between that uh, dimensions and continuous? So just see from this left side what I'm going to take. I'm going to just take the sales. Just I'm going to take the sales and just I'm dragging and dropping into what colors. What is happening? So I'm getting a gradient color which is called as continuous. I'm getting a gradient color which is called as continuous, light blue, dark blue, like that. Okay, when I take anything, okay, if I did drop it into colors, if I take anything from that measures, and if I drag and drop it into colors, which I'm getting continuous part, which is nothing but in the gradient color, okay, which is from the top sales, with sum of sales, more sales from less sales, which is getting in the continuous color. Okay, the same thing, let it be the same thing like this. Here also what I'll do, just I'll take the sum of sales and subcategory. Okay, so here again I'll just ascend it. Now what I want to do is the same thing, I'm going to differentiate it with category. I'm going to differentiate with what? Category or any other things you think. So that is nothing but from dimensions, not from measures. I'm going to differentiate from the dimensions. So what I will do, I'll just take anything category, just and drag and drop it into colors. Now can you see here? What is the difference between this one and this one? This is nothing but called as gradient fill. Gradient fill means same color will be light, dark, darker like that. Okay, and this is getting separated like blue or represents the furniture, office supplies for orange, and red for technology. So which is nothing but called as what? Distinguished. It is nothing but called as what? Distinguished or discrete. Understanding? You're getting this one? Sanjana, you're talking something?
Show again, sir. Sheet 1. Sir, can you repeat the difference, sir? Again.
Yeah. I'll repeat it. And someone from the starting going out of the meeting and coming inside the meeting. Who is that? That notification is disturbing here. Again, let's come. I think the first person, who's the first name from the attendance? The first person from the attendance. Okay, let's see later it. Okay, so anyhow, and I'm taking that field. Okay, which I'm taking the sum of sales, the sales, which is from the dimensions. Sorry, measures. This is the dimension, this is measures. I take from the measures, and if I drag and drop it into color spots, so I remove it. Okay, if I'm taking from the measures, if I drag and drop it into colors, so which I'm getting into gradient fill. Gradient fill is nothing but the same color with what? Like light, dark, darker in that particular format.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So this is nothing but we say used to call as gradient fill. And the same thing in the sheet too. Okay. What I'm saying here, I am taking from the dimensions, not from the measures. I'm taking from the dimensions. If I take anything from that, for example, now I'll take from different market. You think I'll take in like market, market, and I drag and drop into colors. So now you see the blue are which are nothing but stands for Africa and Asia Pacific, Europe, Latam, USCA. Just getting separated
Sir,
like
can you
this.
do that again?
Which this one? Previously I took category. Just
Yes.
see here. You are there in the screen now. Sum of sales and sum of subcategory you have taken.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So just what I've done, I've taken this market from the left dimensions and just drag and dropped into color. So this is nothing but how to work based on the color bar chart. So how that color bar means how that discrete continuous playing with the chart. It's how that role playing in the charts. Differentiation between that both. This one and this one. And this is nothing but continuous we can say. And this one is nothing but discrete we can say. Okay. So I'll just say this is discrete part. Okay. Discrete chart. And I'll say this is one continuous. So aggregating function something. So it will be having like gradient. So tell me finally you are getting this both. What is the difference of continuous and discrete? Fatima, why ma re-entry? So actually, okay, just a minute. I'll show you something. Just everyone will be under there. Just hold the all the subjects for 5 minutes. I'll just show you something. This is yesterday's class. Okay. Hmm. Okay. In capital. So this is Akila Fatima logged in 356 and logged out 358. After, like, for example, she has logged 4 o'clock to 5:30. So around how many minutes? 1.5 hour.
Sir, due to network issue, my call got disconnected.
2 times you are given. Okay, but here see what happens this time. That's what I'm telling. What happens? It's just means how many times if you give entry that will be taken here. 4 to 5:30. 5:30 they logged out. 5:30 they logged out. 5:30. Why everyone has logged at 5:30?
No, sir. We are
No,
still,
time.
it's
Sir, no,
still
sir, we
going
were
on.
there.
Yeah,
Yeah. I remember. Everyone
we're still
yesterday
there in the meeting.
you are still in the meeting and you are
Sir,
saying
we were
why.
there for the entire meeting, sir.
Yeah. I remember. Just there is something issue with this
We are
meeting.
continuing.
Yeah. You see here, everything are taken like 5:31. Why like that? I remember lastly I'm taking attendance also. All of you are there. And see, man with Tanwar, what happened? 3 to 4:12 and 4:12 to 45. So around 45 minutes only you have attended. 35 plus 15.
No, sir, I attended your entire class. Once I got disconnected, that's it.
Yeah, again, yeah, it's there. Again 44. 44 so 70 plus 5. Okay, 80 minutes, around 1.5 hours. But there is something issue. Why? Because everyone are logged out 5:31. So which are logged down 5:31 is nothing but in this class it is considered as 1.5 hours. So tell me 60 minutes is nothing but 1 hour, right? For 1.5
Yes,
hour, how
sir.
many minutes?
90 minutes, sir.
90 minutes. So it is saying it 5 minutes. That is also right. But it is from the software issue that's saying that 3:56 a.m. and 5:31 a.m. Actually, it is p.m. Okay, something has been changed on the yesterday's record. So let's see. So now about previous record. So yesterday's around 25th record will be taken 5:31. So here everything are taken as 5:41. But we are not ending any the classes on before 6 o'clock, right?
No, sir.
No, sir.
See, the software is telling like this 24 a.m. p.m. Okay, one second. Something is going on wrong in our class. Hmm. Okay, just I'll check it out. This. What is this? Okay, no issue. I'll just after the class now if I edit what happens, it will get changed. No issue. However, while taking the attendance, I have the record about that, but I'm keeping an eye on that. Who are all leaving again, coming back, going out, coming back. Okay, I'm seeing that means I don't know due to network issue are going like that or it's going like that or but frequently some of one person I noted going out, coming on, going out, coming in. Okay, just one planning. So from today onwards, in between whenever I want, I'll take the attendance. Clear, right? Okay. So let's come back here. Okay. So you understood, right? The continuous chart and discrete chart, how it get differentiated from one to another. So next you see just how I will do color by mapping. Okay, just how do I'll be showing like how do color by mapping the measures or any other concept like this here. So this particular thing, color on mappings. Okay, this is nothing but will be called as what? Color on mappings. So this is easiest one and important one, very easiest one, very easiest one, and very important one. Okay, how do I color the maps by the measures? How do I color the map based on the measures? Okay, so what is the difference between if I color a map based on the measures, what is the difference and how I will get that output if I measure, if I color the maps based on the dimensions? Okay, so now what you do, just when I'm talking about map, let's take what are the details we have. We have state. Just I'll do double click on the state here. Yes, I'm taking the state. Just I'm taking the state. Okay. Wait, it will take some time to load the map. So what you can see now, you can see something. A map has been automatically loaded, and you can see all that cities were with state. Is it visible to you? And you can see 1K unknown also. So I will be going on a separate one about what is that 1K unknown, how to change that on a one more class only about on maps. And I'm talking about only maps, latitude to altitude. I'll go on this what is this unknown and all, how to change that and all. This concept and all, how to filter data,
Sir,
how to edit the locations. Tell me, ma.
sir, I have got India's map.
Okay, very
So
good.
even I've got India map.
Good. Others who have got India's map?
Me too, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So that's very simple. So based on that, what are the state details we have inside that filtered? Okay. Have you used the continuous one? Have you made any changes or newly have created? Because of the previous batch students, they're getting the same thing. So what they got? They got automatically the same thing here. India's map from here. Okay, no issue that. So directly you're getting India's map, right? And the states and all it is
Yes,
locating
sir.
there. States and all is getting located there.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, then no issue at all. No issue at all. Just concentrate here. I have to move it. So just zooming fit into. Okay. Zoom. Zoom it. 1 second. I'll just move the map. Here I can just click the tools and I can use this to move and all. That and all later will come. I'll tell you that mapping tool separately. How to move, how to zoom it out and all. Yeah. So now let it be like this. So now what I will do, just from the bottom, I'll just take sum of sales. Just what I'll do, I'll take the sum of sales from the bottom and drag and drop into columns. So from where I'm taking? From measures or dimensions? I'm taking from the measures.
Measures.
Yeah. So you're getting anything map like this, which is dot graph, or else instead of that, just what you do is just move it to here. You'll be getting this one will be the find method here. This one is good one. So can you see a method map like this? Which I told already gradient. What happens if I go to that one, the gradient you can't see clearly. Now you can see the gradient. The continuous, you can see now light, dark, darker. Able to see the differences here. So our concept is that we have to get the continuous, that is nothing but the gradient field. So like the different places like this. You're getting or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
So what I did,
I'm
I
getting
taken
India map, sir.
no, not issue, not that is not an issue. Okay, state and drag and drop it into labels. So India map, why you are getting, just I'll tell you. So you are all based on that Indian location. So based on that you are getting. But here by default in the Excel for me, that is nothing but what? Dollar. So when I say dollar, okay. So what happens? The current location for me, what I have set is US. I'll show you that. Just I'll just you no need to know, if you want you can know it. Just I'll tell you why that differentiations in for you India and for me US like that. So here there will be having an option called as region. Here. Okay. And I would have set the location of my laptop. Can you see the format English United States? Can you see here in this place? Because of this one, and you can see that location also. I would have set that. See, current language for non-Unicode programs, I have set it as United States. So based on that, I'm taking everything based on that US concept. Because if you are set it as India, then you'll be getting as India. It's very simple concept. Based on that location, what you choose in that settings on the region, based on that, you're getting that map. So now you're getting this output, right? So this is, I'm creating a color map based on measures where I've taken that values based on the from the measures. If I take from measures, what is the output I'm getting here? So that is nothing but color map by measure. Clear?
Sir, but in my map, all the states' names aren't being mentioned.
Uh, for you, I'm not getting you. First, all the states means in India or
Like
US?
for in India, sir, like for example, Rajasthan, Karnataka, and all they haven't mentioned. There are few states they have labeled.
Only few days their name means they have name labeled, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that is what I'm telling. What and all is there in our record here. here Control F, India. Find all Indias. Okay. So, okay. Control F, India, and find next. So can you see here in the country India, India. Okay. So India, Bihar, India, Haryana, like that. I am having all the countries report here. Just go top and I'll just filter. I'll show you just for showing this. Okay, just filter INDIA. Okay, only this one. So now what happens? Only these are the India. Okay, for you only India you're getting means I told you that why. What is the reason? Because that location it has been setted for you in the Excel is India. Means that the computer in the control panel the location for you it has been set as India. For me I have set it as what? US. So that is the difference why by default you're getting that one, this one. And whatever the states I given in India and whatever the states it is there in that Excel itself. Not I have given in the Excel itself under India, what are the states and what are states under this one. So everything based on this one. And one more thing, see my timings also based on this one. Yeah, if I take Chennai, Kolkata, New Delhi, then automatic changes for me. At 6:20 a.m. like this. And here date and regional formatting also. What is my country or region I given? Can anyone see this? Read this. Country or region, what I mentioned here.
United States.
So you are clear now why I'm getting United States and why you are getting India.
Yes, sir.
So but we're getting it with regard to a particular country, but we had mentioned so many countries in our data. Then how can we allocate everything in one single map, sir?
No, no. How you are getting everything in the one single map you are getting? Or like you are getting concentrated on United States or you are getting concentrated on India. Based on country it is
Then
getting located. For you, either you will get based on United States or India. What you are getting? India or United States?
India, sir.
Yeah. So why? Because here in this place for you, you would have selected India. Means I. This one will be here. So what is that location you are set in this place? I'll show you that also deeply. The location I said here, what? United States. So that for me in the map, it is selecting this one. If I zoom out also, you can see that. The background, you can see United States here. And for you, it is the reason why. I will not get everything because I am selected only one post, means I am in the one location. I mean only one location. And if I want to edit that and all, I'll tell you how to get everything and how to edit that and all. I will say, or I will tell you in mapping concepts. Geographical latitude, longitude is coming right on that concept, and these are comes under this concept. I'll tell you that where how to do that and all. Clear, right?
Okay. Yes, sir. Thank
Yeah. So this is the reason why what is that behind from for differentiate from India and US for you and me. So now next the same thing. I'll go for the next concept. Okay. So before I taken from the measure, and here I'm going to color the map based on the dimensions itself, not based on the measures. So before I color the map based on the measures from this place, Okay, now I'm going to map the color based on the dimension itself, not based on the measures. Okay, now just what I will do here, the same thing. I'll take state and just details, or else just you can do double click and take that category and drag and drop it into colors. See what you're getting. So both I'm taking from the dimensions. Take the category and drag and drop into colors. Can you see what you are getting? Can anyone say I will not do that now? I'll tell you just I'll get the answer from your side, then I'll do it. What you're getting? Just double click on the state, then just drag and drop that category into colors. See what type of graph you're getting. Anyone? You're getting symbol graph like this. Before I used to get like gradient graph, and now you will be getting like symbol graph. You're getting or not?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So this is nothing but which is dot here. These are all called as symbol graph. These are the symbols. Okay. So dark blue and office supplies technologies, which are based on this here. This is got that symbol dot, which are called as graph. Is that clear? Okay. Now just I'll color on this is nothing but what? Copy the same thing. Just paste it. Dimensions. Okay. Okay. So still the remaining part of continuing this, we will see in the next previous classes. Okay. So now just say attendance. ಇಲ್ಲ ತೋರ್ಸ್ಕೊಂಡ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಇಲ್ಲ 1 ರೂಪಾಯಿ Can I see Prajna?
Yes, sir. Present.
Oh. Varshika? Bindu ji?
Present, sir.
Pooja Jaiswal?
Present, sir.
Sanjana?
Present, sir.
Srajal Sharma? Why she's getting absented? Okay, so Sari Q Dawood. And Sajal Sharma? Absent. Okay, absent. You're not in the meeting. Okay, Chaitra,
Present, sir.
Anjana,
Present, sir.
Sultana,
Present, sir.
Akila Fatima,
Present, sir.
Harmayin Zara,
Present, sir.
Iba,
Present, sir.
um, Manvi Tanwar,
Present, sir.
Manvi Tanwar,
Present, sir.
Manvi Tanwar, present.
Yes,
Akshata,
sir.
Present, sir.
Maria,
Present, sir.
Meghana,
Present, sir.
before I'm calling, right? You're not giving me formal call. Okay, so what is that? Let's see. Count. This is the range. 17 are present. 15, 16, 15. So present are the first class 17 and the second class 15, 16, 15. Okay. The first two class attendance I have to update. It is that with me. Okay. Okay. So whatever we have done, you just complete it and send it to me back, right? Okay.
Sir, can you show it once again, sir? Last slide.
Last one. Okay. What you're having doubt on color and maps were dimensions, right?
Yes, sir.
Very, very simple. That what we have done, we are not taking anything from the measures. We're taking everything from the top portion, like dimension. Okay. Just double click on the state. Just do double click on the state.
Done, sir. The last
Then,
sheet name, I didn't.
yeah,
Yeah, I didn't
that's
type it
what we're done in
actually.
mapping based on dimensions, color map dimensions,
Yes, sir.
color map by dimensions. What are previously done? The same thing. Previous done is measures, and this one is nothing but measures. Sorry, previous is measures. This one will be dimensions. What is the dimension measures? Click on. I'll show you. It's got already opened. This one, the symbol
Thank you, sir.
graph. Okay, good. Welcome. Others, anyone have any doubts?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No? Good. Understood, right? Whatever we have covered today. I think between some, you have some flickering about that mapping. I hope I cleared you why the reason and all. Is that clear for that? Still have any doubts?
No, sir.
About subject also, if you ask question, silent, no answering. About out of the subject, if I ask any question also, silent, no answering. Okay, everyone had your lunch?
Yes, sir.
That is also see. So sad.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
bye everyone. Bye. Bye all.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
For lunch, you're saying yes or are you saying bye?
The lunch.
The lunch and for bye also together you're saying yes. Huh? Okay.
Thank
This is
you,
just
sir.
thank you, man. Thank you.
Thank you.